Welcome back. In this tutorial, we'll go through how to access, use, and analyze the market depth. To access this tool, we'll go to the top menu bar under Tools and click on Market Depth. We can also access this tool by clicking this icon here. Let's go ahead and expand our screen. Alright, well it seems like there's a lot going on here on our chart, so let's get a general understanding of the purpose of the market depth table. So, what is market depth and how do I analyze it? Before we focus on the center of the market depth table, let's take a look at what we have listed at the top of our table and work our way down to the bottom. First off, we have our crypto asset trading pair listed here, followed by the last traded price, change on the day, current time, volume traded, total number of trades, the high and low, the opening price, previous day's close, bid and ask, average price, as well as lot size, ask size, bid size, and total quantity. On the left side of the table in blue, we have our bid size, which is the amount of a crypto asset that a trader is willing to purchase at the corresponding bid price. This is also known as the buying intention of market traders. And on the right side of the table in red, we have the ask size, which is the amount of a crypto asset that a market maker is offering to sell at the corresponding ask price. This is also known as the selling intention of market traders. Moving over to the Prices tab down here, starting from the far left column in blue, we have the count, which is the number of orders going through, followed by the quantity, which is the amount or quantity of a crypto asset that a trader is willing to purchase at the corresponding bid price, listed here. On the far right column in red, we also have the count, which is the number of orders going through, followed by the quantity, which is the amount or quantity of a crypto asset that a trader is willing to sell at the corresponding ask price, listed here. Along the table in the middle, we can observe a bar graph, which is basically the representation of buy and sell offers by individual players, illustrated visually in order to simplify the analysis of the table. By right-clicking on the table, we can change the viewing mode to Classic, and we can also change it to Depth Bars. Well, let's go ahead and change it back to our standard mode under Quantity Bars. As we can see, there are some areas along the middle here that have larger bar graphs, and this could actually be interesting for us as it could represent support and resistance levels, since there are a large amount of market players who are interested in trading this crypto asset at those given price levels. We also have the Depth tab here, which illustrates the depth levels, or in other words, starting from the first level, followed by each subsequent level, we have the intentions to buy and sell from the previous levels, which in turn create the depth of the market for this table. Basically, the summation can be observed by the number of market offers as well as the quantity of lots of a crypto shown here. To put this into perspective, let's now compare the Price tab with the Market Depth tab. So what we're going to do is we're going to minimize the screen. We'll go ahead and open up a new window. We'll adjust our settings. So go ahead and arrange vertically. Notice that the second row of the quantity in the market depth is the sum of the first two rows of quantity under the Price tab here. So for example, the 10th row of quantity in the market depth would be the sum of the first 10 rows under the Price tab. Now, if we wanted to change our crypto pair, we can do so directly on the table, just like we did on our charts. So let's go ahead and change it to BTC USDT on the Binance exchange. All right, we'll do the same for the other side here. So BTC USDT on the Binance exchange, and there we go. Also go ahead and change this to the Offers tab. Now I'd like to talk about a really cool customization feature that can be done under both these tabs. So what we'll do is we'll right-click directly on the screen, Access Properties, And under the quantities tab, we're going to want to change the quantity to 1. We'll keep the rule the same, which is greater than or equal to. Go ahead and add here. Change this to 1 as well. Go ahead and add. Click OK. And do the same on the other side here. Add and add. All right, so what am I looking at exactly? In this example, it allows us to see which market players are placing buy and sell orders for at least one Bitcoin under both these tabs. This allows us to focus our attention to the market participants or players that are making big market moves. Now, if there seems to be too much noise here on the tables, there is another way to filter this out so it makes it easier to read. So we'll right-click, Access Properties. We're going to go ahead and remove our rules. We'll do the same on the other screen here. Right, we'll go back, right-click, and under the Filters tab, we're going to want to filter prices by quantity. Keep the rule the same. We're going to change the quantity to 1 once again. We'll do the same under the Offers tab. Go ahead and change that to 1 as well. And we'll go ahead and click OK. Go ahead and do this on the other side as well. So right-click, Filters, filter by price and quantity. Greater than or equal to. Change that to 1. Do the same here. And OK. And voila, our table now just shows orders for 1 Bitcoin or more, filtering out all of the other smaller orders that may not be of relevance to us under both the Prices tab and the Offers tab. All right, so let's go ahead and close one of our screens. Go ahead and expand, and let's now talk about the Chart tab here. The Chart tab is a visual representation of the market depth. On the x-axis, we have the price levels laid out, and on the y-axis, we have the quantity of lots of orders that have been made. We can think of this chart as a collection of the supply and demand for any given crypto asset. In blue, we have the price levels that market players have requested to purchase the crypto asset. And in red, we have the price levels that market players have requested to sell the crypto asset. Now let's analyze this chart together. Between the price levels of around 45,000 to 46,000, there are approximately 17,000 orders to buy. On the other hand, between the price levels of 46,000 to 47,000, there are approximately 22,000 orders to sell. As a result, there are more selling intentions than buying intentions in this case, which can be reflected by this bar graph up top here, which shows the direction that the market is pushing towards at the moment. This chart is also made up of what I call walls, here, 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 and so on. So these walls are actually areas where market players have all set very similar prices. And this phenomenon happens because people usually like inputting whole numbers rather than odd numbers when placing their buy or sell orders. These buy and sell walls give us an indication as to where the price levels will move over time. They can also be interpreted as resistance and support levels, as the higher these price walls, the more resistance we may face in the direction of the price movement, which can help us in predicting or plan our orders and our stops. We can also customize the visualization of our screen by right-clicking under Chart and then selecting just the price histogram. Now going back, we can do the same and select just the depth histogram. We also have a really neat way to visualize our order book information under the Metrics tab here, which is also known as the vertical book. The central column shows us the price levels of the given crypto asset for the day. The left column gives us the accumulation of buying intentions for each respective price level, and the right column gives the accumulation of selling intentions for each respective price level as well. The bar graphs beside the bid and ask columns is a visual representation of the accumulation of orders for both buy and selling intentions. The price here highlighted in green is the current market price of the given crypto asset. The thin green bar down here is the day's low. The thin green bar up top is the day's high. And this tiny vertical green bar here is the day's opening price. Additionally, you can place an order directly through the Metrics tab by right-clicking on the chart screen and selecting either buy or sell. We can also customize the Metrics tab by clicking on the properties up here. Under visibility, we can actually edit which columns we'd like to include or take out. We can change the font, we can change the color scheme, and if there's a time-sensitive order that we want to place, we could access the Trade tab and change our operation mode to one-click trading. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and benefited from it. Stick around for more tutorials on how to effectively use the Vector platform. Don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends and family.